Hello. All right, we should be good. We should be good. Are we live here? We ready? We live? Oh, snap. Y'all are popping. Y'all, hey, I know what time. Okay. All right, let's get into that, y'all. Let's get into that. Okay, here we go. I had to change the injury report a couple times today. I missed a couple of things, so I had to go back and change it before we got on. All right, let's get this. And boom. Okay, we're live. Let's go. What up? All right, hold up. Let me change this. Let's go to the injury report. Y'all are about to see it. Now, again, there's a lot of questionables. Remember, there's going to be a lot of questionables, right? We don't know everything yet. But we do have a pretty good idea of certain players that are going to be out. And I think we make a pretty good guess for some players that aren't listed as out on what players may not be here. Let's look at the chat real quick, though. My man said, this is a dub today. Hello, what's up, man? Let's go. Lions, he's Vite Clowns. Okay, Vite Clowns. That's a new one. I haven't heard that one, but I like it. For real, we shouldn't lose. Okay, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, but I think we should win, too. Big W, how are we doing? Who gets more production, Stephens or Hall? I definitely lean towards Hall, especially after what I saw last week. Is Stafford playing? Yes, Stafford is playing, and Hall most likely. Okay, so let's just do it. Let's dive into the injury report. Let's take a look at what we know so far. This is always kind of the main part of the video. As you guys know, the full injury report usually comes out like 11 to 11:30 a.m. But I think we make a pretty good guess on which players are going to be active and inactive here. So, as you guys see at the top of the list, I had to put him on. Is Matthew Stafford. He is in. Apparently, Matthew Stafford, I guess, tested negative again today. This dude's going through a lot of tests. Like, that can't be fun. That really can't be fun. Don't they do it through the nose? Oh, gosh. Okay, he's doing this like every single day. That's tough. But Matthew Stafford is in. He is active today. So we will get our starting quarterback. We talked about it yesterday that he was activated. And once again, he tested negative. So he's good to go. He's good to play. He's probably out there right now. He's probably out there right now warming up. I wouldn't even be shocked because, I mean, look, he hasn't practiced all week. So it's going to be interesting to see how that goes with the receivers. Probably trying to catch up on some speed there. Okay, let's see what the chances are. What's up, right or wrong? What's good, man? Stafford is playing. What does P mean? All right, yeah. So P means probable. So basically, we're not 100% sure he's going to play. Like, I'm not 100% sure. Like, I don't want to go to the extreme and say, yes, he will play. But he should play. He should play. So, that's what probable means. It's just a step down from in. So, you can see Taylor Decker and Desmond Trufant. They fit that. I could also put Danny Shelton in there if I wanted to. But Desmond Trufant putting as probable. I just never 100% know with Trufant until I know. So, I went with a probable there. Trufant has practiced. He was full participation the last day, so I'm expecting he's going to play, and that gets us to our 4 top corners. And then Taylor Decker, he's also probable. He had full participation. Again, I don't want to go all the way in if I don't 100% know, and I just have any concerns, so I go probable there, but they should play. All right, they should play. So, yeah, let's see. Let's go beat the crap out of the Purple Clowns. How come you didn't do Saturday Night Lions? Okay, Saturday Night Lions. Oh, that was last night, right? Yeah, I wasn't even home. I wasn't home. And hey, y'all saw the video? Y'all saw the video. Look where I was. Look where I was last night. Just one comment about the NFL and COVID. Stafford tested negative all week, and they make him take a separate plane to the game. Not trust their own testing. I mean, it's strange, man. It's crazy. It kind of stinks, too, because now he misses out on an actual practice. But I don't know, man. I guess that's the rules. It's kind of wild. I don't know what to do with it, but I just know it's crazy. Tracy Walker's underrated loss. Yeah, that's a big loss. I mean, it's just weird. It's weird to think that Tracy Walker's on here. We don't even really think about it because of Galladay and the whole Stafford thing we were talking about, and all of a sudden Tracy Walker out for today's game. Will Austin Bryant play today? Okay, I want to answer that question. So Austin Bryant has been activated. Will he play today? That's the big question. I think 11:30. The full injury report doesn't come out at 11:30. I should rephrase that. At 11 to 11:30. We get the inactives. So we'll know whether or not they're going to play Austin Bryant today. I'm leaning towards the side. I think he's going to play. I think he plays today without Trey Flowers. I hope he plays today. How much? I don't know, but I hope he plays. Sanu update. Good update here. Mohamed Sanu, not been activated, I believe. I don't think Mohamed Sanu can play today. He has not been activated, which is kind of interesting because, he had to get brought up to the active roster and things like that. They didn't. I guess I get it because he did only really practice one day. I mean, he practiced on Friday, right? That's what we heard because he passed the COVID test because he was able to practice on Friday, but that's only one day of practice. I mean, there's a lot probably to learn, and the Lions are probably just like, let's just rock with 4. Let's just rock with 4 receivers. We still have a lot of tight ends. We still have the running backs that can catch the ball. So Mohamed Sanu will not be playing today as far as of now against the Minnesota Vikings. That's an interesting one, though. Bevel needs to get more creative. I hope so. Okay, I'm just gonna. Oh, God, yeah, man, them dang alerts. I'm telling you. Okay. Let's finish this thing up. So, after probables, we have questionables. We have 2 guys listed right there, right now. We actually have 1 player downgraded that's out recently, but Big V and Christian Jones, those guys sit at questionable. Christian Jones has been questionable a few times this year, and he's played, so I have a feeling that he's going to play once again. I don't know. He just, every time he seems to be listed questionable, he seems to play. Hopefully, I don't jinx it, but I'm just saying. Big V, that's the big one here, and the reason that's the big one is because below Daryl Roberts, we have this guy right here named Joe Dahl. Now, Joe Dahl has been downgraded in the last 24 hours to out. So with Joe Dahl out, you're missing one of your guards. That's why the Lions, Marcus Martin from the practice squad was elevated because they need some guard depth. So we'll see. It's kind of up in the air whether or not Big V's going to play. If he plays, you're okay because you'll probably put him at guard, right? Last week you went with Joe Dahl at right guard. You'll probably put Big V at right guard. You'll probably start Terrell Crosby at right tackle, and you'll put Jonah Jackson left guard, and you'll be set. We've done that this year. But if he doesn't play, now all of a sudden, Marcus Smart may get some time. You got different guys that get some time. Could Logan Stenberg be activated for the first time this year, I believe, if Big V is also out? I mean, those are some names to keep an eye on. So just keep an eye on those names. And yeah, let's continue down. So who's up next? Daryl Roberts, placed on IR. We talked about this yesterday. Did I spell his name right? Yes. You always got to make sure with Daryl Roberts because it looks cool. It does. It looks cool. Daryl Roberts, IR, kind of came out of nowhere. It kind of hit us like, ooh. That's how it hit me. I don't know how it hit you, but I was like, oh, snap. Okay, he's not playing. So Daryl Roberts is on IR for the next 3 weeks. Lions lose their depth cornerback there. That kind of stinks. I feel like, and you know why the reason that I think this one stinks so much is because he was our nice backup slot. Like, he was the slot he was a good backup slot. And, they're not easy to find. Like, he wasn't great, but they're not easy to find. But I liked him because he could play everywhere. So, there you go. Just a reminder, Cook is hungry. Cook balled out last game. There's no doubt about it. Cook went off. I believe more in our team, but I know Cook all year has been great when he plays. So it's gonna be a battle. I love it. Oh my gosh, like I said, big brings in Bob Cooter. All right, let's finish. And then we got 4 outs. As of now, we have 4 outs. Again, these could change. You could potentially see more players inactive, but as of now, we have 4 outs. Joe Dahl, last 24 hours, he was listed as out with a back injury. Kenny Galladay, we know his hip. He was listed as out. Hasn't been placed on IR, which is actually good news because it gives you maybe maybe he can play next week, maybe the week after that, before the 3-week period. Jamal Agnew listed as out. This is when that came up early in the week. And then Tracy Walker, like we said, kind of just hit us. And it was like, oh, okay, I guess there's no Tracy Walker. So, yeah, those are the injuries that Lions looking at. Pretty good amount. But on the Vikings side of things, you can see that it's just corners. I mean, that's all it is. It's just corners. Their cornerback group, I don't know what they're doing, but they're all hurt. Holden Hill, Cameron Dancer, Mark Fields, and then you got Harrison Hand who's sitting as questionable. So they're going to rock in there with their, top pick Jeff Gladney. They're going to have Chris Jones. We'll see if they get Harrison Hand, but they're depleted at the cornerback group. So that's the spot the Lions could look to take advantage. Fortunately, we don't have Kenny G, but hey, you got to win some one-on-one. So we'll see how that goes. Is Desmond Trufant playing? Yeah, so I have listed as probable. If it's probable, I'm assuming he's going to play. All right, he's probably going to play today. So I would just lean towards that. Okay, let's see. Peterson and Griffin are going to eat. Yes, those are 8. Okay, so we have, I think we have three former Vikings, right? We may have more. I may be missing some, but the 3 obvious ones that we brought in this season. Well, yeah, we brought him this season. I bet we have more former Vikings, but that we brought in this year. J-Ron Curse, Adrian Peterson, and also Everson Griffin. Those 3 guys are, I think they're the players. Everson Griffin, when you talking spicy like that, you got to watch him. Now, I read a Vikings article that said he set himself up for, I guess, like a rough weekend or something because he wasn't going to do nothing. They said he was going to do nothing. I hope Everson's reading that. I'm excited. This guy, he's a character, man. I'm excited to see him. Okay, so Everson Griffin's going to be great. Adrian Peterson, I like him in this matchup. I really do. I like this style of running versus the Vikings defense. And again, if you're a former team, you just had to go off on. And then finally, J-Ron Curse. I've liked J-Ron Curse all year. And now even more without Tracy Walker. So we could have the 3 former Vikings have a big day today. They could have big days today against, their former team. And hopefully it equals a win because we really do need it. So all cool stuff there. From a Bears fan, you don't want Chase Daniel starting. No, I think I'd rather have Stafford. And look, I'm cool with Chase, and I'm glad we have him because it's better than what we had last year for a backup. I believe that. But he's not Matthew Stafford. So, there you go. My guy, I'm late to the show. Hope you're doing great. Hey, I'm doing great, Corey. How are you doing, man? If Matt doesn't have have a day. He never will. Lions better. Yeah, and I think it does start with, putting him in spots to do that. You got it's I could see him come out a little rough because I'm not sure how that just went without practice. I mean, his timing could be off. And maybe that also has something to do with, okay, look, we didn't bring Mohamed Sanu to play this Sunday because, yes, he practiced one time, but he also never practiced with Matthew, right? So if you never practice with our starting quarterback, do we really want to try to throw you out there? I mean, it would be a small role anyways. That probably could have something to do with it as well. But, I agree with what you're saying. I mean, this is an opportunity for this offense to attack, and they have a good running game. And I think, again, you can open up the run possibly with the pass, and it can be with short passes. It doesn't have to be with bombs, but you have to let him do that. You have to open it up so Stafford can do that. Let him see the field. We've seen it time and time again. Stafford looks comfortable when he can see the entire field, and when he's just kind of running the offense, the up-tempo offense. It doesn't even have to be up-tempo, but let him see the field, let him get some options, and he's going to make plays. And that's what I'm hoping to see from Darrell Bevel a little bit today, especially early in the game. It doesn't have to be every drive, but early in the game. Definitely a lot of things out of the gun would be kind of cool to see. Maybe if we get some inside handoffs out of the gun, maybe some draw plays. You could try some screens, but the Vikings are kind of fast. I mean, they kind of get on them screens. They don't play around. Okay, let's see. Delvin's gonna feast. It's gonna be a matchup. Look. Just because of what he did versus Green Bay, don't get too confident because I'm telling you we have a better run D. But Delvin has been doing it all year. When he's healthy, he's been doing it all year. So. That's where the game starts. I mean, if you look at it, okay, you have the Vikings. They're averaging 5 yards a carry. You have Dalvin Cook, who's just playing like a monster. Now on the other side, you have this Lions defense, who's allowing teams to 2.8 rushing yards per carry in the last 3 games. They've completely turned that around. That's going to be the matchup, and I think a lot of it's actually going to come out of the passing game because if Dalvin Cook can get going, kind of like Alvin Kamara, right, out of the passing game, that's kind of where I think a lot of this is also going to start. How much can they get going out of the pass game, right? The Lions need to be able to tackle on the edges. You need our cornerbacks to go up and make tackles. That's going to be big. And if you look at the Packers, that was one of their kills. They didn't tackle. The Packers did not tackle, and they didn't consistently bring him down on the first try. That's why he had over 100 of his yards after contact because they missed too many tackles. You got to be more. You got to be on today. You got to be on today against these type of running backs. I know is Jackson a Lions? Oh, okay. Stafford helping us win. I think he will. Why, Tracy? Why? We need you. Man, I'm telling you, Tracy. I don't know. On an unrelated note, we get the game of the life during week 14. Falcons at Chargers. Ooh, okay. Hey, I don't think I'll be watching that one. When we win today, does that change the narrative about our team or the season or not? I mean, look, the narrative is, I think, however you ever want to slice it. I mean, I think, the general view could be a certain way, but I think everybody can slice it their own way. I think you can look at it however you want to. I mean, if you win today, which I don't want to speak ahead, but there's different ways to look at things. You can look at it and say, okay, well, look, we've played way better since our first 4. We've really just lost 1 game in that time period. We have some upcoming games again we should win. We're heading into Thanksgiving. We're in a spot where we need to be. Then you could also look at the other side. Well, they've only beat 1 team that they're not supposed to beat, right? And this would be a game because the Vikings are favored that they're not supposed to win. So that's another one right there. But I think you can slice it however you want to. And I think the opportunity, the window is still there for them to make the playoffs, especially if you win today. So, it's however you want to look at it. For me personally, if they win today, I think it's a big win. I think it's a really big one. I think it tells you you're doing some really good things your last 4 games. You're close. You just need to get over that hump. And I think the Lions need to get there. And I think it's a play calling and mental side of things instead of a talent side of things. I think the Lions have the talent to be a playoff team. They just need to put it together. Okay. Let's see. Cook plus Jefferson go for over 300. I'm sorry, I can't read. Cook and Jefferson over 300. Hey, that'll be another matchup to watch. Corners versus receivers. Look, the Lions are rolling out obviously 2 young corners, and then we have Justin Jefferson, who's been a monster so far this year, and you have Adam Thielen on the other side. It's kind of weird that he's had more yards than Adam Thielen does, but he does. So that'll be cool to watch. I mean, hey, look, I'm confident in Monty. Oh, we got Okuda or Trufant. Which one's going to start? That's going to be interesting. Detroit has better defense backs than Green Bay, so better pass coverage. They have better tackling cornerbacks too, I would say. I think Green Bay, they lost Jair Alexander last week. I think he's a really good corner. But I think for the Lions, it's the ability to tackle on the edge. I think they tackle way better at cornerback. So I think they match up better against the Vikings than the Packers did. I really do. And I think also that it's indoors. It could actually help the Lions a little bit. Cook ain't getting 100 yards. Hey, let's see. I'm hyped for that. I'm hyped for that. Okay. I think we should sit Tavai. He's been bad. We should sit Tavai. I don't know if I'd sit him. I mean, you're okay. You're coming in without Jared Davis, who also we probably should have typed in, but you're coming in without Jared Davis. I mean, I don't know if he starts, right, but I think he's a good player to mix in because you have Jared Davis out, so you would pretty much be rocking with Jamie and Raglan more on the inside. I'd want him at least to mix in. I mean, you don't have to start him, but I'd mix him in at least. But no, I mean, you're right. He's been a little rough. It's kind of tough. I mean, he's not a very fast player. He's not very twitchy. So I think that kind of hurts him in the inside against certain teams. I mean, he's good when it comes to stopping the run because he's a big dude. He's a little slow though on the inside. And I think as time goes on, he'll pick that up because he'll get quicker. He'll realize things quicker. I think he's still a young guy that's trying to learn all of it. But, you know, he's a little bit slower, no doubt. Lions to win 5, very unlikely. Hopefully Okuda gets a pick today. Man, hopefully A-Mike gets picked today. I hope Okuda gets one because I like it. But I like when Okuda gets picks. It sounds to haters, man. But no, for real, I mean, I'm good with anybody getting a pick. Somebody give me a pick, please. Somebody, don't. That trend is, man. The trend's going. No picks, they win. So throw a pick, please. Jefferson versus Okuda. Okuda versus Jefferson would be. That's probably going to be the matchup. Make or break game. He's got to prove something. It's big. It's big. There's no question about it. And again, like we talked about last week, I hope he says something like that. They got to get this offense on track because I really feel like it's just not holding up its end. So it's a big game, and hopefully he's able to bring them all together. Only way Dalvin doesn't get 100 is an injury. Okay, well, hopefully that's not the case. But hey, you can get 100 and still lose. You know what I'm saying? You can get 100 and still lose. I'm okay with that. I'm okay. You can have your 100 and you can still lose. Over Jefferson would also be a good match. I don't know who they consider as their number one. I bet they consider Thielen as their number one, but I'm not sure because whoever they consider as their number one is probably going to be on Okuda. It seems like that's how the Lions do things. They shade to his side a little bit. What's up, Lions fan? Raglan is a beast. I love Raglan, dude. Raglan's been a beast. If you think about it, a lot of the free agents we brought in this year are actually playing really well. So it's been a pretty good free agency for us. I mean, the draft's been a little iffy. You know, some players have hit, some haven't, some injuries have came up. But aside from really Desmond Trufant, I think the free agency period has been great for us. I mean, you have Jamie Collins who's playing well. You have Shelton who's playing way above what he's making. Nick Williams has been a little quiet. I'll say that. But you've hit on some pretty good spots there, especially for some guys that didn't seem like they'd have much of a role, and they've hit and they've been good for us. Everson Griffin was mad at Zimmer. Yes, he was. Hey, but some of the Vikings people don't think he's gonna do anything today. So got a score to set. Let's see it. Hey, I hope Griffin goes off today, man. That's probably the most excited I am for one part and I guarantee they bring it up during the game. Who do you think getting the most carries for the Lions today? I would bet Adrian Peterson. Well, we're not going to stop Cook. Patricia needs at least one game against the Vikings. Yes, he does need to get this game against the Vikings. He does need it. He needs it. Let's do it. Let's do it. This is what we need. Number 30 trending up each game. Number 1 wide receiver. That's true. He is. You're telling facts. How many sacks will Everson have today? I'm hoping 2. I'm hoping at give me 1.5 something. You know, at least give me 1. You know, if you give me 1, at least we got something to get hype about. If you don't give me any, then I'm like, okay. Or blow up a play in the backfield. Just give me a tackle for loss. Something to bring the energy. And then they start talking about it, and everybody's like, "Oh snap!" Okay, you know, just something. Don't just do nothing. Hopefully, he does something. But we'll see how many snaps he gets today. You know, it's gonna be weird to see how many snaps he gets because initially we bring him in, I see him as okay. This is a third down. This is a pass rushing specialist, and that could still be his role. But now without Trey Flowers, I could see that expanded because Trey Flowers was that starter for you, and you usually rock Pedicini and Shelton the inside. Could Hand get more time than Griffin? I mean, I don't know how much opportunities he's going to get today. So we'll see. But I'm sure he's asked Patricia for a lot of opportunities. Now we need to see him go make the most of it. Used to wreck Stafford. Hey, look, Everson Griffin was a beast. There's no question about it. There is no question about it. I hate the Purple Clowns. 10 plus sacks. 10 plus sacks. Please get 10 plus sacks. Go rank a record on it. I don't even know what the record is, but I know 10 is it. If you get 10 sacks for one player, that's a record. That's some sort of record. Okay. Any of same old Lions fans, it seems like the only one with faith in my family. Hey, dude, I feel that. There are a lot of them. It's okay. There's a lot of them out there. Usually they're the older fans that have been watching for a while. But it's all right. Trade Stafford to Niners for a first and Richard Sherman. Okay, that I would probably not do. That's a no-go for me, man. Peterson, 90 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns. And now you can't trade him, so that'd be after the year. So now you can't trade him. I guess if you're talking after the year, maybe it's a different situation. I don't think that'd be the move. I don't know. I mean, after the year it looks a lot different, so we'll see. Peterson, 90 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns. I could see that. Okay. Yeah, so what we're going to talk about here. Okay, so the keys. What do y'all see are the keys to this game? That's the question. I think it's all turnovers, man. I think it's a simple key. I think it's turnovers. You win the turnover battle, you have a really good shot to win this game. And I know it sounds like that every game, but I think specifically against the Vikings, they seem to live and die off the turnovers, right? If they're not turning the ball over, they can beat you. If they are, they can get blown out. I think that's what it looks like so far this year. And I think this team, more than any other team I've seen so far this year, that's what it comes down to. If you win the turnover battle, you pretty much win the game. What's up, Joe? My dad always tells me it's the same situation every year. Hey, man, I get it. Did you see Ragland put Pat Gurley on the shoulder and Reeves Maven pointing to the ball? Dude, that video was so funny. That was great. That was awesome. I love it. That was great. I actually initially did a reaction video to that, but then I didn't actually upload it because some other thing came up. But, hey, that was great. That video was great. That Sights and Sounds was awesome. Hopefully we get another win so we can watch another cool Sights and Sounds. You know, it's not fun to watch Sights and Sounds when they lose because it's like, oh, they lost and we got to get back at it. Like this is boring. I want to see them win. Stopping the run game's the key. That's big too. I would put that. That's probably 1B, 1A, 1B right there. What's up, DN? I'm late. What's good, Angelo? Force Cousins makes mistakes. I seriously can't. Don't see Hawkinson getting a catch coming from a line. You don't see Hawkinson getting a catch, man. Here's the thing. I'm kind of two-sided on this. My one side tells me, okay, it's going to be difficult. They cover well with their linebackers. They're fast safeties, and they do really well against tight ends. My other side is telling me, okay, you're without Kenny Golladay, and it seems like Matthew Stafford's almost his number one with Golladay is Hawkinson. Stafford loves to throw to Hawkinson. He's getting a lot of separation over the middle. He's got to he'll get targets today. The question is how good that coverage is and how much better is Hawkinson than the other tight ends the Vikings have faced, right? Is Hawkinson that dude? Because he will make plays if he's that dude. It's hard for me to say he won't get a catch today. I think Hawkinson could have a big day. I can see Hawkinson get 5+ receptions. But the other side of me is looking at saying, okay, they cover well with tight end. They have matchups that they can play well. They can drop down Harrison Smith. They can slide Anthony Harris. They can, match you up with Kendricks. And it's like, okay, those are good coverage linebackers on tight ends. So one side tells me that this guy will be that guy, but this matchup concerns me just a little bit. Am I the only one who's excited about the Ta'amu news? Diehard Battlehawks fan, so I kind of want to see our boy in Honolulu. Hey, I hope we do it. I mean, we haven't done it yet, but we brought him in, so at least you know him. Skull baby, yo, I'm a Vikings fan, but how do you feel about Griffin? I'm gonna miss him on the Vikings. Hey, shout out to my man Michael in the building. What's good? Excited for today's game. How do I feel about Griffin? I like him. I liked him this offseason. We didn't get him. Now without Trey Flowers, I'm really glad we have him, and his character is something that you really don't see until he got into the press conference with us, and I think that's something that ultimately the Lions really wanted in him. I think that was the big reason they traded for him. It's not just because of who he was and what he does on the field. I think a lot of it is just his character, right? I think what he brings to the locker room is huge. He just seems like a very upbeat, up-tempo, friendly guy that could hype you up. Like that's the type of friend that hypes you up. You got those. That's who he is, right? He'll get you hype in the locker room. So I think that's a big reason the Lions actually signed him, as well as what he can do on the field. And he gets to play the Vikings first. So what better matchup? What could you ask for? What else could you ask for than to get to play the Vikings in your first game? Come on, man. I could say he had 7 targets last week. I don't know exactly, but it sounds right. What's going on with Sanu? I said Sanu. You see that? I said Sanu. Sanu won't play today. Sanu has not been brought up to the active roster. He won't play. He practiced on Friday, so that means he technically passed the COVID protocols, but he won't play. He won't play today because I think there's multiple reasons for it. One, the Lions are going to rock with 4 receivers. 2, he's only practiced 1 day, and he's never practiced with Stafford, so they're not going to activate him. Maybe next week, will they keep him on the practice squad? Who knows? I think that'll all depend on their injuries, right? Is Golladay able to get back next week? Is Agnew able to get back? If not, then maybe he's active next week and they go with 5 receivers. But this week they're not going with it. They're just going with 4. So unfortunately, we won't get to see Mohammed. I'm ready for the yeah. Okay. Me and my family watched the Falcon Sights and Sounds. I was still so scared. Yo. Oh my gosh. That's how it is though. That's true. That's facts, man. He's a dog on the field. He's a beast. He is a beast. You're right. He's a leader. I'm ready for the game. Let's go. Amendola return man. I think so. I think Amendola's that guy back there. I mean, you have possibly maybe some other options. Maybe you could put Marvin Hall back there. He's done it back with Atlanta. Now, the interesting here is this. How do Lions do this on kick returns and punt returns? Because you usually don't see kick returns at Amendola. He could. And I'm sure if it goes in the end zone, they'll just take the touchback and get 25 yards. He's not that fast. I think I wouldn't be shocked if they threw potentially Marvin Hall back there for kickoffs, and you had Danny Amendola for punts. Because you're not really looking for a big return on punts, but on kickoffs, I can see them throw Marvin Hall back there. He did it back when he was at Atlanta, so I could see that. Trey's injured. Yeah, Trey's on IR. I didn't put that on here. You know what? Let me put that on here. I didn't put that on here, but actually there's a couple of them. We have Trey on IR. Look at this injury report. This is great. I love it. Trey on IR, and we also have he's not on IR, but we have, I believe Jared Davis is going to be out with his whole COVID situation there. So I'll put those in there real quick. Maybe I'm a little late to that. Sorry, I'm late. You good, Joey? What's good, man? Marvin Hall getting 2 TDs. We'll Cephas play. Cephas should play. I would expect Cephas to play hands down. I mean, I don't think you come into a game with 3 active receivers. That's not the move. That can't be the move. They're going to activate Cephas. He's been healthy. They just haven't activated him because they haven't really had room for him. He's got to be activated today. I expect him to play. Is Stafford playing? Yes, Stafford will play today. Stafford is tested negative again today, so Stafford's going to be in. Injuries hurt the team. They do. Is Trufant playing? Trufant is expected to play as well. So Trufant expected to play. Stafford's in. Mohamed Sadu's not in. And then who else did we just talk about? I don't remember who else we were talking about. But yeah, whatever I was about to say. Julian Okwara's in. Julian Okwara is also injured. He's on IR. Actually, I think he could have technically, maybe it wasn't this week. Maybe it's next week. I thought it was this weekend. It might be next week when he could technically be activated off of IR. But if he's still like super hurt, then they're not going to activate him because it just takes up a roster spot. They'll just sit him on IR. There's no reason to take him off IR if he can't play. So that could be serious. I don't know how serious his injury is. But we did get Austin Bryant back, so that's great. That's kind of your guy. Hopefully switch Swift at kickoffs. That would be cool. That would be interesting. I mean, he didn't really... You know what kind of stinks? This would be the time to have Jason Huntley because, that's kind of what he did. I don't know if you want to put your running back there. I mean, I guess you could. He's not getting that many carries anyways. Would he be willing to do it? Who else could you put back there? I know Marvin Hall could do it. Man, I don't know. I think that's your option. I think that's where you go with it. Can't really think of another guy off the top of my head. He's got to go to Hawk. I feel like it's going to happen. I feel like they're going to attack Hawk a lot, man. It's just his guy. It don't really matter who they play against. I feel like that's just his guy. Did you see Notre Dame against Clemson? I did. It stinks that there was no Trevor Lawrence, man. I get it. It's a big win for Notre Dame, no question. I just wish there was Trevor Lawrence because, it could be different. I wish there was Lawrence, but it was a heck of a game. That was great. That was a great game. Let me move this down a little bit because I think it's cutting off. Okay, go away. I'm trying to show people stuff. Okay. EMU. Swift had the most carries. You think Swift will? Galladay is out. We need him without the offense. And we shouldn't struggle without him. We shouldn't. The fact is, our offense has been awful without him. I mean, it has been. It's been super inconsistent. Even with him, it's been that, if we're being completely honest. But it's better with him. But there's still enough here that this offense shouldn't be like that. So we need them to put them in the right position, man. Big day for James. That's an interesting one. I was thinking about that. I went with Hawk, but I was thinking about James because of the size. I like the size there. Like the thing that the Vikings have is they have the speed to keep up with tight ends. Now, Hawk still has more size, but you think of a guy like Jesse, and I'm thinking of, okay, a 6'7", safety really can't match up, linebackers really can't match up, they're like 6 foot tall. That's someone that you could just throw it up to. He just doesn't get enough targets and enough volume for me to say that he would have a big game. Oops. But I could see it. I mean, the size is there, so I wouldn't have a problem with them trying to. What's your score prediction? I just got here. My score prediction is 19-16. So it's kind of on the board. It's kind of hard. I left it up from yesterday. But yeah, the 16 looks awful. I got Lions winning 19-16. I see a lot of field goals in this game. I just see a lot of teams maybe moving the ball and then getting stopped. And it's probably going to be somewhat of... I could see an ugly game today. I could see an ugly football game, couple turnovers. I think it's 19-16. I think it's going to be like one of those close, competitive, low-scoring Vikings-Lions games that we've seen. Kind of bring back to Thanksgiving days, things like that. Big day for Hall. Will the Lions run the ball a lot? I mean, probably. They hit their level, probably. It's just how they do it. It's just how you do it is what needs to be fixed. And, I mean, I don't think you should even worry about how many carries you're getting off because, throw the ball let that be an extension of the run, right? Swing passes, 5 yards. That's 5 yards to hit. That's 5 yards, and that's better than most of your rushing attempts recently. So, especially versus the Vikings who stopped the run well. Run in different formations. Don't sell it, right? Don't be obvious with it. That would be the move. I mean, that would be the move, but we'll see. I'm expecting to get a lot of carries. Please tell me that you're British. You all are British people, please. That we're all British? Is Sanu playing? Sanu will not play today, no. See, it's supposed to be... Oh, Sanu's not on here. You know what? Let me write this. We got a lot of players on this list, but let me just do this. Let's just put Mo Sanu because his name's kind of hard. I don't know if people like calling him that, but I'll just go Mo Sanu. Staffordshire torch the DBs, though. I hope so. I hope they let him. You are British? Are you all British people? Okay, I'm not sure what... This game is on the lines. Let's go. This game is probably going to be explosive. You think it's going to be explosive? Man, I didn't think the Atlanta game would be explosive. I had the under in that one. That was right. But the last week... I don't think last week's score should have been like it was. Last week's score could have actually been higher if you think about it. I mean, we could have scored more points in that game. I just don't see a lot of scoring between these two teams. But we'll see. I mean, I don't care as long as we win. I mean, it could be 50-52. As long as we win, I don't care. And plus, those are usually kind of fun to watch. You know what's most fun to watch, though? When you beat somebody and they don't score. It's like 38-0. That's fun. That's good. That's what I want to see today. What up, Dion? Let's go. Hey, what's up, man? Sheldon needs to step up. This guy's like... Hey, I feel like Sheldon's been playing really well this season. Sheldon, I think, is arguably on field been our best free agent so far this year. He is like 400 pounds. I mean, he's starting to get a little bit of pressure. Like, I see the confidence. I see the confidence building my boy Danny. Starting to get some pressure. You put him next to John. Woo! That's where the run D's been so great recently. Put Danny Shelton back there so he can run some guys over. For real, dude. Hey, put Danny Shelton running back. Now, look. If you're going to sell it, you might as well sell it. Put Danny Shelton back there. Have John Pennicini play fullback. That's 700 pounds. That's 700 pounds, all right? That's all you need. Boom. I mean... They may be a little slow to hit that hole. The cornerback blitzes may be a problem. But you get him inside, like, you ain't tackling that dude. You just ain't doing it. Can you make a video playing Madden with the Lions? I don't have Madden 21, so I don't want to go back to the old one. When the PS5 comes out, maybe I'll get Madden 21. But if I had it, I would. I just don't have it. This offense is going to be different without Galladay. Why wouldn't we take advantage of those terrible DBs? I don't know. Hey, you tell me. You tell me, man. Let's go ask Adderall. Come on. We have to get Marvin Hall involved today. He will be. He will be for sure. He's our number 2. He'll get involved. I mean, it's just about, everybody can get involved. We spread it around. But again, you got to put them in spots to do that. Like, they could say, okay, we got to get him involved, but how are you going to do it, right? How are you going to do it? You can't just do it by run, play action, bomb on third. Like, that's not how you get him involved. You can get involved many different ways. And I think short routes actually is a good way to start. And if you get shots deep, take shots. Because, look, this is a team without corners, and you're built to take shots. I mean, Marvin Hall can get deep. You run. If you scheme some things up pretty well, you can use, I wouldn't say like Tyreek Hill, but you can get him deep. But that could also start from the short routes where, hey, they're expecting, okay, he's going underneath. And boom, you hit him deep with that double move, and they're like, oh, snap, I wasn't ready for that. I was kind of sitting on the underneath route because I was expecting that to come, right? That's what you can do. Because I think a lot of people look at Marvin Hall, okay, he's the deep ball. We know who he is. We know his yards per reception. All right, so start him short. Push that coverage up. Okay. Play a little tighter. Boom. Hit him with the double move. Cook is going to eat. Skull. All right. We'll see, man. Hey, we'll see. I only play with the Lions and Madden Xbox One. I'm ranked 3,700 in the world. Dang. Okay. I need Hike to have a big game. Fantasy depends on it. Stafford is playing right. Yeah, Stafford will play today. Jeff Okudah 2 wins and a forced fumble. We better win if he's doing all that. We better win. We're going to stop Cook and our... Wait. We're going to stop Cook and our weapons at wideout. Wait, hold up. Didn't you just say Skull? Wait. Oh, who going to stop Cook? See, this is my fault. Because I can't read. I make y'all confused. All right, hold up. Who going to stop Cook and our weapons at wideout? Well, hey, look. We've been the best team in the league in the last 3 games in stopping the run. So that's our hope right there. And then we know we can stop the run. We can make you one-dimensional. That's our game plan. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to work. It's going to be tough. It's tough against Cook. It doesn't matter how good you look defensively. Every week's different. But that's our hope, right? We've shut down the run recently. We're making you one-dimensional. And we're forcing Kirk Cousins to throw. And when he's forced to beat you with the pass, he throws interceptions, and that's when you win. Let Matt cook. That should be... Hey, let Stafford cook or something. I don't know. That should be somewhat of a shirt. I don't know. Come on, Lions. I had a question, but I lost it. I don't know what they said. When do you think Galladay will get his extension? Man, I don't know. I don't know if he's going to, dude. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of crazy. You a GOAT, man. I look up to you. Hey, okay, Isaac. Appreciate it, man. You're confused? Hey, I confuse all the time. I'm always confused. I'm sorry. If I confused you, if anybody in the chat has ever been confused by me replying to you or me trying to read your comment, just ignore it. Because sometimes either it's early or two, I don't know what I'm thinking. Like, I'm thinking about, like, a lot of different comments, and I just say something like, that didn't make any sense at all. Like, what am I talking about? So sometimes don't take things always too serious what I say, because sometimes it may not make any sense. And if you're confused, be like, okay, he doesn't know what he's talking about today. Yeah, I don't. Madden needs to play crossplay. I'm on PS4. That would be cool. Okuda versus Jefferson. I'm watching. Yes, dude. Yes. Oh, y'all got to get a Madden matchup going. I see you. Okay. Hey, like I said, if I had 21, I would. But I got 20. I've never been playing. I've been playing a lot of college football. I want to get 14, but I've been playing 12. All right, we're getting off topic. Look, we got a few more minutes left. Here's what I want to do. Shout out to all the Vikings fans in the building. Of course, all the One Pride Nation stepping in. That's actually someone's name, so shout out to One Pride Nation. But this is what we're going to do. Put your score predictions in the comment section below. Minus 1916 is Lions. They got to get the win. Put your score predictions. We'll read through a few of them. We're going to hop off here. I'll be live on FTFN next. And then only, will I be back here for inactives. And then, guess what? We'll be live for game day, man. Hey, it's time. It's about time for that. Come on. Hey, we're back on CBS, though. So hopefully I get the game. That way it's not behind again. If it's behind again, that's sad. Who plays? Is the Browns playing today? If the Browns... The game better be on TV, bro. I'm telling you, last week... Okay. Chill. Do I think we trade Galladay? I don't know. I mean, we can't now, right? We can't. We really can't, because the trade deadline's gone, and by the time the offseason hits, he'll be a free agent, right? So you can't really trade him because his contract's going to be up after the year. So he can get Mad 21. I mean, look, hey, I just don't want it. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, I don't know, man. I don't what it does, I don't love. Like, I like playing franchise and they don't upgrade it, so I get sad. Minnesota 31, Motown 10. Dang. Okay, I like how you did that. Like, you didn't use their real name, Minnie and Motown. I like it. I don't like the score. That's a whack score. There's no doubt about it. But 28-17 Vikings. I don't live in Detroit. Okay, you can still leave a prediction. That's it's okay. 21-10 Lions. 34-24 Vikings. To be honest, 24-20 Lions. Browns have by Baker. Baker got exposed. Okay. Right. Not against Kamara. He was good. Cook just ran for 163 last week. We are versing a legit back today. Let's hope. It's true. And but yeah, it's very true. Kamara will stop. I mean, I think it's going to start with that passing out that backfield. That's where we got to shut him down. Hopefully we can limit that. If you have an Android phone, I know an app you can use. Okay, I don't have an Android phone, but thank you. I appreciate it. I just don't have the Android. Game is on Fox. Nah, they putting that bad boy on CBS, man. They putting that bad boy. Every loss important to the Liz. Okay. 35-20 Lions. 28-24 Lions. I hope your game does not behind. It might be. I hope not too. I really hope not. What we got? 24-17 Lions. 27-24 Lions. Vikings. Bevel is an imposter again. Hopefully not, dude. I hope he's not gonna be the imposter. Baker got. Oh, for real? Oh, wait. Are they playing though this weekend? Do they have a game this weekend? After today, they won't do that, man. They will never. Don't have a good feeling about this game. Let's see if the Lions prove me wrong. They're tough, dude. There's no doubt about it, man. Don't let that 2-5 fool you. Don't let it fool you. This offense will put up 10 points. It's not on CBS. It's on No, it's on. Not. It's on. Okay, I don't. Oh my goodness. I love my Lions, but we lose today 26-23. Hopefully the defense can show up. Can't wait for a game. One reason you're behind is because the stream is delayed. That's true. I'm behind sometimes, but like last week, dude, I was behind the whole drive. I was behind the whole drive, bro. Wait, what happened? What happened? I don't know what happened. Shout out to whatever just happened. That's funny. Wait, why can I not see? Oh, the chat's right here. I didn't even realize that. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool, man. All right, well, shout out to the chat. I never even realized I was on the screen. Happy Sunday. Hey, happy Sunday. Okay, FTN starts 30 minutes. Yeah, 30 minutes. So I'm going to hop off here. I'm going to hop and get ready for that. So I said I missed a star. Okay, shout out to whoever just subscribed. I appreciate you, man. Big game, baby. Big game. We'll be live 1 p.m. Eastern time here. Make sure you come over here, come watch with us, come get hype. Hopefully we're not too far behind, but we'll still have fun. And also, to add to that, the inactive list will be out in about an hour to an hour and a half. So be here for that so you can see who's in and who's out officially. And yeah, that's it, man. Thank you, Pride, for watching. I'll see you guys in a few hours. Let me X out of this. Oh, did I really just do that clean? Hold on, that clean. Thank you, Pride, for watching. And I'm out. Oh, nope, I'm not out yet. Hello?